Although the player that's been impressing me has been trexx. Like, I think he has truly been unbelievable on an individual level. And also we saw some massive step-ups from Hiro as well, that new boy on the block. So I think a lot to be excited for going into this series and kicking it off on the choice of Fnatic Sunset. One we expect them to win, but already it's going to be that first kill traded out, even.
Yeah, nice nade. Paranoia, though, has caught Chronicle, and now he's in a lot of trouble with ceNder picking him up. But a response from Derke drops the spike. Side angle's good. Managed to keep this neck and neck with Sayf tagged low. A good position until Boaster falls. Now the pressure's all on Derke's shoulders. And the cam has certainly revealed his position. Tries to isolate the fight up top, but the swing is a little are when you don't have the Viper wall round after round blocking out control on your attack, right? So now they're going to do that differently. You already see Shrouded Steps used to cross over towards this door. It was opened up and the players filtered out of the angle afterwards. Now considering a move back, and that might just get the gears going. Alfajer's down, C site wide open for the taking, and Fnatic, well, they'll have to respond to this in some way. For now, it's going to be Chronicle playing close to that site, B pretty much open. The players on A, though, you don't want to stay 3 stacked up on A thinking the hit's on the other side, but that draws them into open combat, and Vitality are coming ahead. A lot of
in the mix of all this.
It's on the map, but also they're just looking. Is there anyone still outside A? Is that where the hit's coming in? They lose their players as a result. Now, hunting down these rifles seems to be the play for Vitality. They've lost 1 man in the process, but a winner's going to...
I think Alpha's been someone in great form recently. I can't say I expect this to last too long. And while Boaster under serious pressure.
Yeah, I like this nade thrown through to try and root him from position. He's very low, but making it away with the cover of Hiro. 2 kills, and there it is, traded right back. It's ceNder stepping up to equalize numbers. Now damage is being sustained. Vitality have lost a lot of health on ceNder and a little bit on trexx, with rifles still to fight with. There's a good chance for Fnatic to get back into this round, but now they've lost Chronicle. The head peak angle proving favorable for Vitality. ceNder up top of the smoke, not covering the angle, and Derke is able to exploit one showstopper now online, ready to be used, and it might be dispensed in this round, although the 1 versus 2, harder to find that value.
Jump down. He knows where trexx is, but ceNder's position is still completely unaware for him. Even wary that he's somehow wrapped around back past him. Both players somewhat see why Vitality are just almost sat there waiting for someone to make a move. Runner, he's actually just stood in the snake bite. Just seeing if he can find anything on the back of it. Trying to really sell this idea. But now that Odin comes into play. ceNder, just 5 HP. They've got 20 seconds to make their move. I think they might try and double back into B, but it is getting quite late.
Yeah, B's definitely the right play. Showstopper has been activated, but not to find a target. Never mind. It was the 5 HP player that's taken down. 10 seconds left. Spike on its way towards the side. Boaster could get in here to deny. Actually already caught the player that's flanking, and there's the kill! The round on the back of it! Fnatic, only the clock left to tick down, and players too far away to be killed. A big play by Boaster, and that's the first.
It actually turned around, especially when a showstopper was invested initially. I guess it was invested by both sides.
10 seconds left.
But we actually saw ults going on a lot of players.
3 players stacked up ready for safety.
This as well, they're so passive because they know there's a rolling thunder. Look at where they place the nanos. They're just to try and slow them down and almost go back in for the retake. So that rolling thunder is going to have absolutely no impact.
Other than the crowd control to keep them offside in the first place, but the fact they're so ready and willing to crunch back in, they're not even on the site. Blocked out by smokes as Chronicle finds 2. And Alpha trading out the operator. Now it's tough for Vitality. They'll need to dig deep, and that they've done. trexx and Kicks equalizing it. Those shots are so close. Kicks is crouched, trapped in by a snake bite, and the nade comes to hunt him down. Some damage on the wall banks as trexx all alone. Just up against Derke, swapped out to the Vandal up top. It's a crazy play, but he won't be punished. Not yet, and trexx is down to the Classic.
The main going to be Chronicle. 1 away from the Viper's pit, but it seems like he's also making the move back towards that C-side. So a plant seemingly inevitable.
I don't think there's much to deny this. The side of Fnatic. They have got a lockdown for the fight back into the B site, and I think that's going to be... Yeah, here it is. Alfajer dropping the lockdown. For Vitality, fighting forward into that is not going to be ideal. They don't know how much they're running into, so they got to find a safe haven. It's towards the broken door. 3, make that 4 players there. 1 inside of main for trexx. and the defuse already halfway. Some utility thrown through that will certainly delay, but they have to win their fights afterwards. This is where the real trouble begins, and, well, that ult is not going to be fully committed. They've tapped it. Here comes the big swing, but all guns from Fnatic are trained on the choke point every way. So now they try to focus. Oh, no, they've seen him, so never mind.
Yeah.
The element of surprise out the window. I thought Boaster could bait for him instead. Yeah, why not? Just swing them with the Odin. What is this? I take back everything I said, Derke. I apologize. The best position to use the Odin must be Rubble. A triple kill, and the round already secured, more or less. He's still going.
He is still going. He wants Fnatic getting closer.
They look to use it for Vitality. They've tested the extremities of the map. Now they try to test the middle.
That Odin, but also has a showstopper to back him up. And instead they're going to try and pressure onto Chronicle. Runner's done well. Able to isolate that opener. He'll get the information of where the remaining players are as well. And that will mean things are safe to plant.
30 seconds left.
Sayf doesn't seem happy with that. He's fighting right into them. The flash is perfect. The kill to follow even better, but he's still going. He's still committing to the fight. Boaster's down, and now the Odin desperately trying to root him from position will do so, but there's a few more players here. That might not bother Derke, but the paranoia certainly will. He's sent back. Showstopper used though. Here comes the space take. Good shot, but he doesn't get ceNder, the player who could take him down. That was close. Well, Hiro has some info. He knows where one of them are, but Runner's going to be a little bit more difficult to find. He spotted him. The information doesn't come at a cost, but the time ticking low is really the concern. Finding these fights will be difficult. Oh, I thought ceNder had backed around the corner. He was on the ramp, still a chance. Hiro, he's pulling out the shorty. What a
skill. Now, though, a complete switch up, and he's gone. That's not the man you want to lose early in this round.
No, it really isn't. The haunt's gone through, but too little, too late. The angle might be clear. That's because they've got their pick. Man to the advantage for Fnatic. Still, all that utility up close, and, well, you know what they've used typically on Vitality to clear that util has been the Raze util, the nade.
I swear he was still walking.
I'm pretty sure he was. I'm almost certain of it. They must have quickly tapped the stop key. Gorgeous stuff. 5 versus 3. Vitality, well, they win a round, and Fnatic seem right back in control. Timing could be key. Boaster, one player's already slipped through, now 2 posted, flash to go through, he's forced back. No, he's not! Boaster will stand his ground and find a kill for his trouble.
This is looking rough now. I think the initial plan was to try and use the Rolling Thunder.
Enemy remaining.
Now, well, there's absolutely no shot that is going to be thrown in this round. Seems to be working. A few pieces missing here in the last round. Sayf. It's going to be avoided. This has happened a couple of times. Oh, I get flashbacks when Alpha's standing behind that box. He survives this time, didn't kill him. No idea how, definitely should have died. You've also got the Nightfall ready and set up. It's going to be used as a counter. And Boaster's now looking to come in from behind. I don't even know if they would have heard anything. Runner, in fact, forced back, and he's down.
Yeah, Vitality have to fight forward with their back, now giving up. Scrapping straight towards Alfajer, but the support from ceNder's enough after the first few shots not landed and difficult to get around here with the operator. Derke's hoping they push him, make a mistake, but Vitality don't need to press forward, although they might need to press backwards in a moment. Derke staying alive, puts the pressure on. They have to split the retention. Not anymore. Down to a stinger, and down to the shorty. Okay. Got a little...
Still got plenty of utility to play with. Runner trying to hold them back a little bit further. Spike dropped. He now knows that the rest of the team are going to be running in his direction and even using that cam to slow them a little more. Fnatic are running out of time.
15 seconds. Looks like they're shifting attention towards the broken door, but there's a nade waiting for them. That will run the clock even lower. Give the spike, and we'll see how long Sayf can hold on to it for. Just a few more seconds will be enough, and I think he's already done it. Certainly with the support of trexx. Runner just needs to survive, and he's running for the hills. Alpha, doesn't even get... Really rubble. Runner does well to do a bit of damage, but he's dropped off rip. Sayf is isolated and taken down easily. Trexx tried to step in to help, but oh, that has not gone the way of Vitality. 2 players left. On the other side of the map, locked out. The question of damage comes into play for Fnatic. This is a 1 round.
He's already going to have Showstopper as well. That plant will allow Derke to have that. I don't expect him to use it in this round. There are 2 players left, unless he really wanted to try and just flex. And, well, he's added another kill anyway, even without having that Showstopper. To say that it's not been the best map so far from Fnatic wouldn't be surprising, but Derke, I believe that's already maybe his 20th kill. Like, it really has been.
A concentrated C hit coming from Fnatic with Showstopper to lead the way.
Thing is, they've already backed out of there. Although I will say, Runner is a little bit closer than I was expecting. Not going to take any damage in the end as the wrong corner was chosen. Nade goes over the top and actually could do far more. Instead, though, Derke, he really is just playing for his life. He's taken over this round. Well, the Outlaws at least got one. They were alive. See, there's plenty they could do. It seems like they might not need it. They're really not putting the pressure on Runner. That seems to be the plan over the last few rounds. Is try and pinpoint this man, but he started off well, taking out the danger man of Derke. As you said, a plant here for Chronicle would be big, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be the one with the spike. Currently in Hiro's hands, and he is in an aggressive position. 3 players already up close.
There.
He's going
and now they're realizing, yeah, there you go, finally. It took a long time for Chronicle to get there, but now he can try and throw in that Viper's Pit. The stun, though, is immediate. They're going to try and pressure him straight off the bat, but he's not won that duel. Sayf is down. Even still, the spams have worked, and now it's left all onto Chronicle. Already an immediate rotation. In fact, it looks like the entirety of Vitality have already shifted away from that A site.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's enough utility being thrown into C that gives it away, and the ult even more so for Vitality. Yeah, they've managed to back off just enough, and trexx has one of his own. Nightfall about to be thrown in, and this is where the big blitz play comes in. ceNder has an ultimate, but it's not going to be used. Instead, they're focusing on pushing through this choke point. Sayf again down to 5 HP, now down to 1 with the C's. And in a little bit of trouble if he takes a fight. The wall bangs, the sprays, not quite catching them though. Vitality still not pushed all the way up to the spike, only now rounding the corner. Time starting to tick down, and with deep post plans for Fnatic and some utility, all they look to do is hold this one out. Haunt still available for Hiro, and it's Runner left in a 1v4, destroying the util. They know where he is. Utility removed on C, Prowler put in, pressure applied, with the lurk out on A, waiting for an opportunity to pick someone off. You know, I thought it was going to be a silent lurk, but Boaster just kind of giving it away with a few of those Odin shots rattling off. Stun is good, nade is good, damage is fantastic, and it's a free kill for Sayf. They've got Chronicle too. This is looking doable for Vitality with time low. They've got to push straight through the smoke, and look where Kix is repositioned to. It's gorgeous from Kix. The Spectre in this round, the highlight. And sure, you'll grab 2 with the Odin, and listen, I applaud you, Boaster, but the time is already...
It was also just how slow Fnatic were. Like, I always get uncomfortable in rounds where you know your opponents have a low buy. Sure, you're going to take your time, you're going to try and feel out the map, but it gets to those last like 15 seconds, and that's when you exit. This has been a spot that Fnatic have regularly switched back to. This time, though, it looks like B is the point of call.
Yeah, and lockdown very much being saved for post plant. That's a very dangerous tool for Fnatic to have at their disposal. Derke rounding this smoke. He's seen him, but the shots don't land. The gap is too narrow, and now he's in trouble. Pressured and pushed down upon. Boaster grabs one at least in return, and Hiro does the same. Okay, it goes from bad to worse then for Vitality. Disadvantage plus kick super low. Operator for Sayf. There's the shot onto Hiro. But they've realized the rotations have come through. Back to the C site they go, but so does Sayf. He's blasted his way in just in time. Ult from ceNder towards the back of the site, and that's the spike drop. Problems brewing for Fnatic. Alfajer sat with his lockdown and no chance to use it. Late lurk though, that's what he's buying time for, hoping that Chronicle can find the impact, but he's watched the leg shot, not enough to take him down. 5 HP, and the door opens yet again, moving back to the B site. Post-plant lockdown could come into play. Oh, in fact, all the way to A, and that's the right play. They'll get a free plant with Chronicle left out to make use of this 5 HP by... I was going to say stabbing them in the back. Instead, it's going to be full frontal assault.
Last
player 1-for-1. That was both low HP players gone, but it's the confidence that left into Alfajer. The one gap, the one risk is that door. But once he hears any form of drop, any form of sound, even the smoke, it's enough for him to just try and buy the time. For ceNder, the goal was to maybe try and get that one to half, but he has no choice but to try and fall back, hold at least for a little bit longer. And that's the thing, the time is now already going to be ticking fairly fast. He needs to get this one to half. Bro, it's not something that's really been available to be fought for. Sayf is going to try and just get up in their face. This man in rounds like this will love to take a risk, and now they're starting to pincer in. trexx has already managed to get one, but they've spotted Sayf. They've spotted him fighting, and Derke has managed to win at least the initial battle. But Sayf is still standing. Low HP though, and tagged just that little bit lower. With Spike under their control, Fnatic may not know that both players currently sit within this B site, and they're waiting for the repeat from Sayf. And now the only man standing in their way is Runner.
The wall's even covered Chronicle as he falls back towards the door. Wall down, and that's his peek from the left. Beautiful. The gamble is wrong, and Vitality now reinforcing the C site. But we've seen a number of times Fnatic willing to go back. They're not going back. Not this time. Showstopper of their own.
I think Derke's going to end up getting caught. I think he's hoping to try and chase them down, and he will at least claim the spot. This is somewhere that Vitality love to fight from, and they themselves are going to try and push this back. The thing is, look at the investment into ultimates. Counter Nightfall to try and grab that little bit of extra space. And there is a gap around the side of the pit that they might be able to sneak through, but just look at where Alfajer is watching. He is waiting on that edge to try and watch anybody, but they are aware of it. Trades back, keeping things even for now, but Chronicle's pit is still standing. He's in a ratty little spot, just holding to make sure that it's never really removed. And they need to clear him. They need to find him, and he's still just lurking within the darkness, not being spotted by anybody on this Vitality side, and finally looks to strike. Derke may have been dropped, but they still haven't killed Chronicle. They still haven't found Chronicle, who just hides within the pit the entire time. The time already gone, as now Fnatic will take her out.
Now just one away from taking this map, and despite it being hard fought, it won't be reflected in the scoreline. They got a stun off on a player. Derke was doomed, yet somehow, after they crunch with 4, they're left in a 5 versus 3.
From Chronicle. B-side now completely under the control of Fnatic. Only trexx stands, hoping to try and maybe get a little bit of information. Kix definitely has a good idea of where Boaster is, but it may not matter. The plant will be coming in. No ultimates to be played with, and they're even looking to potentially try and challenge this guy with just Alfajer sitting so close. Even still, though, right now that time Mitch is already ticking. They need to get a move on.
Alpha's just lobbed the nano at them on the door as well. Insult to injury, further slowing the round, making them walk into the angle of Boaster. And now Kix, well, it's a...
He would though, so, you know, he's got the read.
He has. Listen, I've heard Sayf might know his stuff. A little push out from Fnatic though, depositing Boaster down on mid this time, and the nice shots connected. Second player was there, but Derke's gone the other direction, sensing this full rotation. Got some support here from Alfajer. Could be a stun, ready to fire out. Could be a double swing. Let's see, this flash is available as well. There's the stun. It's a little bit too shallow though. The player is able to reset, taking down Chronicle. Now Vitality have a ton of control, but these attackers are split into groups of 2, and they've got to find a way to unite. And the only way is straight through the Fnatic squad. Perhaps the off angle, though. Kix coming back a little earlier than expected. Could be what pulls this across the line. The element of surprise certainly works for 1, for 2, in fact, or 3 in this round. And they'll
very closely, beating KC equally as closely. And I feel like Vitality right now, other than maybe Heretics, are at the top, even though they beat them.
Fnatic have done a great job. The pressure on A sends ceNder scrambling back to mid. He's picked off, and with the smoke down, they can recover that weapon. I mean, that's definitely not a bad start. Man advantage and a Guardian to work with, and a round like this, even getting a kill and removing a rifle could be huge. Now, if they go down, that rifle can't be recovered. So they're bringing it to the fight. They better find some value for it, instead of just giving it right into the hands of Vitality, who've now lost too many.
Oh, no.
The damage is massive, and
much more happy to play a retake stance here.
Yeah, well, they've got some traps to try to punish off of. The only problem is, even if they trip it, there wasn't anyone close enough by. Now, they've seen where the trap is. Sayf was waiting to break it, but Chronicle rips his head clean off. Spam is good. Some damage, and there's a little more. The reveal perfect. And Kix won't have a chance, nor will ceNder. All through the wall, through smokes. They've yet to see a member of Fnatic, and there's only 2 players left on the attack. Runner down to 22 HP, another spam. I feel as if it's going to come through, but Hiro, he's not going to get caught behind that smoke. Giving up the space. He's got 2 teammates to his back. Stun goes in, blast pack 2. There's the shot from Derke. They're playing patient. They're playing passive. The knife will catch Hiro. Utility's gone. Stun is in. And they're just about to crunch on him. This could be dangerous, but he has some cover in the form of Alfajer. Watching the cross. There's the opening shot. Now he tucks in. Alpha, no, he doesn't. I thought it's Alpha's chance to fight. Instead, they're both getting involved. Hiro left on 30, though, is not a clean position to be in. Shock Dart going to take him down. And we're back to a 3 versus 3. But damage done to Kix, damage done to trexx, but ceNder is just now being found. And he's opened up the A site, but the spike is dropped. And the man that's close by has only got 5 health. It should be an easy kill. They assume that he's here. They should know that he's here and that ceNder's on his way from the other side of the map. Steps. They're heard.
Yeah.
Derke knows he's there.
I think there's no time to sort of be sneaky. 20 seconds left on the clock. Derke, well, he needed to do 5. Yep, he's hit him in the head, and he knows where the last man's coming from. A little bit risky with the blast pack. And now the sprint is on. The thing is, you can look at Chronicle on the map, looking to try and meet his opponent. They won't be able to deny him. They might just send one in just to try and kill him off. The drone is almost definitely going to reveal. They know exactly where he's sitting from. 10 HP, and the full force of the remaining players of Fnatic bearing down.
There's so much going on. It'll be hard to connect. Hunter's Fury has been burned very early on. That's Chronicle looking for some tags, and Alfajer, the one to find the kill. Sayf out of the round immediately after a fast slip and slide straight down to B main. Vitality have ended up on the back foot. Paranoia is good. Derke can't see a damn thing. He'll get his vision back in a second, and it's quick enough for him to respond.
The thing is, though, the distraction on the other side is sublime, but they're still watching. They know that that flank is coming. They're so ready for everything that is being attempted. Sayf is going to try and put the world on his back. Just hold the spawn. Hunter's Fury, they're even going to push off it. I like the idea. Again, though, the initial kill still goes the way of Fnatic, and they haven't been able to do enough damage elsewhere.
The read was good. The Vitality side now struggling with the disadvantages, the timing. Oh, it's terrible. It depends on how quickly Hiro gets around that corner, but I think he's got a free kill indeed. Trexx backs in. The showstopper fired out, might not find ceNder. Even if he gets one kill, now they all know exactly where he is. Divide and
the defense. As of yet, we've not really seen anything. Again, an immediate counter to the aggression. They're even going to try and push off the back of it. The Rolling Thunder will stop that control, and while these players are somewhat stuck in the mud, they're going to try and retreat back to that A site being revealed as they go. Chronicle, he's dropped the spike. He's dropped the spike on the deck. So now this becomes a fight for middle.
One of the most aggressive rounds I've seen. On the back of a flash, they blitz in and take mid control. At least the From the Shadows can be used to recover that spike. One of the biggest uses of this ult we've seen, other than going into your opponent's spawn. For Vitality, that at least gets them a plant, but they need the picks. We saw this in B. They had the disadvantage. Late lurk coming up, caught them off guard. The timing was absolutely perfect last time. Okay, Chronicle. He's been spotted. He's given away his position. Looking for the fight, but here's the double swing. Not expected. Stun was good as well. Sayf out of the round. Runner and ceNder now having to double up each to have a chance. And straight through the wall and the smoke. ceNder goes down. Well, I don't know what he could have done about that. Runner now a big play to be had. He can't lurk, but he can maybe clutch out the round in the 1v4 already. Taking down.
The thing is, though, there are players waiting on the other side. There isn't going to be any utility put in, but Derke still managed to win that fight. They're now just looking to retreat off it. They'll take that man advantage. And now they're stacked up again. Peeking into this would be pretty risky. There's even a Hunter's Fury alongside it, but Sayf still takes the fight. Chronicle, though, is there again. And Sayf is down on just 5 HP. The only thing he has is the element of surprise, which he will catch Derke with.
Yeah, well, the problem, sure, it's a 3v3, but look at the health. Runner, after getting shock darted and kicks and Sayf, taking a brunt of the damage in the initial fight. They're not in fighting shape. There has to be an element of surprise to these fights with the info of where the players are. They can maybe connect it. Alpha, 150 HP, ready for the fight, but Sayf is rounded the back yet again. Putting the numbers into their favor. Runners down to 8 health. Sayf on 5, kicks 45. They're sharing the health of half a player.
Spike down A.
Now the chances run lower with the spike down. They just need to hold this down, knowing there's a player behind them, having an idea of Runner as well. We know Alfajer
did fantastic.
8-1 down. 8 in a row for Fnatic. Some closer rounds, and a great start to this one. Chronicle almost trades it back. Shock Dart could be good. It's bounced, and it's just about missed. Flank coming around from elbow, but too little, too late. Alfajer's going to find himself alone, isolated, able to find one and two. It's a free kill on Trexx. Caught in his util. A flash goes out. Here's the swing, and Sayf is good for more. This guy is on fire. 3 kills in the round already, and he's still looking for more as the smoke fades. The barrel's spotted. He wants this fight on Hiro, and Hiro's been fantastic so far, but not good enough.
Feels like a Radiant in a gold lobby. Sayf's just trying to take over this one all on his own. Almost comes back angry after losing that last one. Just basically taking fight after fight, but now falls to it myself round from Sayf. He's looking to try and recreate it. This time up against an operator. What? ceNder is sliding along the ground. Well, the trades come back thick and fast. Chronicle's still here, caught out with utility, but Sayf is there once again. And while Hiro was left as the solo defender on the other side of the map, might get caught by Runner, who is still lurking. It seems like Hiro was aware, but look
To come back into this game. But they've done the groundwork here. The pistol in the next will carry some weight. Let's see if they can at least make it 8-4 and into a more manageable gap.
with a pistol under their belt in the next, well, it wouldn't even be that much of a difference. But a 9-3 and a pistol loss, we could be looking at a done deal already. Fnatic this time just opting to play full retake. I don't mind it. These brawls haven't really been going their way. The thing is though, a Hunter's Fury for trexx could be used late or could be used to disrupt. And this post plant is one that, well, hasn't really been allowed so far. Always awkward to try and face off against this, and not having the utility is going to make it that a little bit harder. Boaster, though, has kicked things off well. In fact, the aggression of kicks is now punished. It's going to have to be that late flank, but were the steps heard? I don't think they have been. Doesn't seem like they're aware, but they will in just a second. And already being revealed, it's not going to happen. That Hunter's Fury needs to be unbelievable, and while now he's stuck in the mud, being pressured from all corners, there is no chance left for trexx to win this round. Just a few exit frags.
I wonder how many pages Anders has on Deadlock.
Hopefully 0. Either way, push up. Good start from trexx. Gonna find the opener and double down with a shock dart. He's coming to try and steal some of those shock dart records away. Sayf as well. Wow, this is already looking great. The second pistol, well, they've done it already. Unless Chronicle has a crazy clutch. Pull this one back. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. First kill goes his way. Now, I've seen Vitality win a 1v5. I don't think I've ever seen them lose one.
First time for everything, Tom. Maybe with the spike in the open, though, it's going to be too much to ask. He's doing well to isolate some of these fights. Shock dart primed and ready. Crossed over, spike recovered, okay, and
Still going to be sat there. Fnatic have desperately tried to remove this utility, but well, it's gone now. Runner's just gone walking backwards, didn't realize that they'd lost that much control into middle. I don't know if that's miscommunication or just a misplay on his part, but so focused on where his trips were placed, he ends up dying.
Yeah, I mean, he was busy with the blast packs, destroying them, pulling back the traps and putting them back in place. Sayf has done well to eliminate Hiro, though. A Cypher for a Cypher, but now the trades go back in Fnatic's way. Plant down, time ticking. But players stuck up close. They've already managed to delete Chronicle. Will they expect Boaster to be here, though? The smoke maybe could give it away, and he's down to 41 HP. But, oh, yeah, they definitely expect them to be here. The weapon switch, though, a little brazen for ceNder. And with Boaster alive, post plant so much stronger. They can have a grab well to stop him from actually defusing. I believe a nade was thrown through. They know that defuse isn't underway. Flash used, just causing problems. And now, with the grab well, they've already won the round. Time is too far gone, too many players to delete, and they won't even land a shot on them. trexx manages to save this. He's on his way.
Literally were not playing until Abyss was added in. Since then, they've looked fantastic on it. A good start, though. Derke already gone, and well, it seems like Alpha just wants to take this into his own hands with the support of Boaster.
Well, we know Boaster's Astra can be a little nasty. A nice flank as he sneaks up behind him, but Runner down. Now the numbers thinned out massively for Vitality. They have to be worried about the flank. Boaster had made his way up through the market, but now they actually relocate that spike, moving it to A on the back of Hiro because he's got them boxed in. He snuck his way into their spawn, just trained into ceNder. A free kill, and okay, Chronicle goes down in return, but with 45 HP left on shaky territory, they're gonna have the rotations come in. That could be all part of the plan. They're ready for this mid play, at least for now.
Oh, they've looked away. They've looked away. That could be absolutely everything. It's only going to be the one for now, but that might just be enough. They've still got the paranoia. They're going to lock them into a box, and while for Fnatic, even getting out of here is not going to be easy. The thing is, though, there's a couple of players slowly making their way in towards this B site. It seems like the only goal for Runner is to try and catch someone on the cross. He's got to be careful, though. As said, it's been him getting caught in a lot of these rounds. He goes through, and he's only going to get the one. Sayf also desperately low on HP, but now there's 20 seconds. Fnatic have got to move towards this site if they're going to try and win this one. After shock in, I'm more so looking at Derke and what his move is going to be, because with 10 seconds now, the spike still hasn't made it, but Hiro combines with him. A nice double for trexx, but that still might allow the plant to come in. That's at least something, and it seems like Alpha wants to try and take this. Rolling Thunder has caught both players. The swing isn't quite enough. So they're not going to have the smokes for another second. The time ticking low has been a problem, and we'll see if it's going to be a problem again.
Runner wasn't able to find impacts on his lurks. We just saw Hiro go up to destroy some of that utility on B, maybe drag the rotations, and now players potentially out of position. Showstopper lands, flank up from Boaster is good for one, and with 10 seconds left, the spike makes it to the site with no chance to deny. A shock dart sent through, but it's not even the right spot. 3 or 4 seconds left. But the plant is acquired. Fnatic now have time on their side. Numbers most certainly shifting in their favor, but it's safe. Time and time again, this has been the man you can rely on to dig you out of these tough situations. The smoke, though, cuts off any support, leaves him isolated and eliminated easily. Hiro through the smoke. He's landing shot after shot.
Denies the plant. Round could have gone a different way. Instead, though, they go back to trying to pressure, but Chronicle's already gone. Runner's started this one off well, and in
towards
fact,
top mid, there's a smoke on right side. He's cleared the left and now looking to take that space. Kill on market might mean they're focused elsewhere. And Boaster, well, if that flash goes through, it could have been huge, but he's actually rounded the corner just in time. They've seen him at least, but looking to challenge is a different story. Boaster landing the first with the weaker weapon. ceNder manages the trade, but now he'll have to manage so much more. A Vandal in his hands, an ult used into main. It's spotted and destroyed with a plant down, a nade online, a flash still for Alpha, stun to come soon. Camera in main as well. This is going to be one of the more difficult clutches of ceNder's career. They now know exactly where he is.